Hi everyone, and welcome to yesterday, June 14th, General Hospital recap. Sorry, I can't think. I'm filming like half now, and the last half or so when I get home because I only saw like half of it, but I want to get some of it done. Okay, so let's get right to it. At Sam's, Jason and Elizabeth, they're on the phone and they're working to find who sent the chimera, and Sam tells him to just let it go and let it be over. He says HELENA is dead, and Sam's like, let the WSB handle it. Why do you have to be involved with this? And Jason's like, because like they put a weapon in my son's hands. Like, I need to be involved with this. And she says like she's sorry, she's just tired, she might be sick, she doesn't feel right, and she doesn't want to go back to the spa. She's sorry. She's kind of crying. Like, she's very wound up. And he says that she should take a nap, and he's going to chase down the delivery receipt, and they can get lunch later. At General Hospital, Elizabeth brings Jake to Dr. Maddox. She wants to talk to him privately real fast. She says he's been acting normal, like nothing terrible happened, but what if there's another trigger? He tells her to treat him like her other kids, make it all normal. She says he's been acting better since, and he says to go with it. Dr. Maddox says, everyone carries trauma around, but the important thing is facing it, not fearing it. So Andre's having a session with Jake. They talk about Jason and his mom, and then into Cassie Island. And Andre's like, I think, I might know what it's like. And he talks about a frightened little boy and being alone with only a mean old woman to talk to. And, and he says, Jake isn't alone anymore. He's safe and he's at home. Back at Sam's, Elizabeth comes over, and her and Sam talk about the shipping receipt, and Sam is really short about it. Like, she's like me when I'm like at my most irritable, to be quite honest with you. Sam has a voice in her head that says she won't be safe, she won't be safe. So Elizabeth goes into her purse to pull out some documents, and she pulls out a gun, and she holds the gun on Sam, and Sam is telling herself not to trust Elizabeth, and Elizabeth is like saying like about Jake and this, that, and the other thing, holding the gun right up to her face. And Elizabeth is actually handing her Jake's forms for camps, and she's like, hey Sam, you seem a little preoccupied there. Yeah, because she's picturing you holding a gun on her. So Sam says it's probably sleep deprivation. She's not used to having a newborn. This is her first time with a newborn. Elizabeth offers to make her a doctor's appointment, and Sam's like, no, that's not necessary. At Kelly's, Nina just got a dress that she ordered a while ago for Charlotte. She's going to drop it off for Charlotte later. And she misses her, but she's sure she's used to her mom now, and she'll just get in the way. She shows Nathan the divorce petition. Valentine did sign it before he left. She says, being a part of Valentine's family was the happiest time of her life. And there was another part of Valentine, a part he was trying to outrun and couldn't do it anymore. And she says she's moving on without bitterness or regrets. And maybe she has one regret. So Amy asked Nathan for a favor. He says, being the face of Manlanders, and she says her book deal is dying and he's the only one who can save it. But Nathan says no again, and Amy says she wouldn't ask if it wasn't important. And he says that she should be, ask one of her brothers if, the brother will be like, ask Manlanders. And she's like, thanks for nothing. At Lante's, Anna comes over. Charlotte is at camp. Anna says Valentine is in the Netherlands awaiting trial, and she has the video from Valentine. She promised she would show it to Charlotte. But Lulu says, they arranged to meet with him. But the WSB moved him too fast, and she doesn't want to upset Charlotte with this video. Charlotte's doing fine, better than she thought she would. And, it isn't in Charlotte's best interest. And Anna asks Lulu what she'll do when Charlotte asks her why her father never said goodbye to her. And Anna thinks she's being judgmental as Luke's daughter. It's not like Luke was the best father in the world. And Anna tells her all the video says is that he's going to be thinking about her and that he's coming back. And then Nina's at the door and asks if that's true. So Anna says the WSB says they're sure about the conviction. Nina tells her about what he said about being back last time and, hoping it can repeat itself. And Anna can't speculate on that. So Lulu tells Nina she can give the gift to Charlotte herself for continuity, and Anna then brings up the video again, and Lulu still doesn't want Charlotte to see the video. And now Nina and Anna are left to talk in Lulu's house. I guess like she's going to get Charlotte and bring her back, and Nina will be there and stuff, but like still I wouldn't leave like two people alone in my house. So Nina wants to have a private conversation with her. Anna says that Valentina's example of when the WSB wants to tie off a loose end. They're using him as a scapegoat, and she's not okay with it, but there's nothing she can do. She tells Nina her sister got away. She didn't help her sister. She hates that she intruded in their lives, and she deserves to pay for her involvement. She tells Anna that Nina tells Anna she's divorcing Valentine. She asks Anna if she thinks she's a coward, and Anna sees all the gray areas in the story. She thinks Valentine is a good man, the man he wanted to be before this all went wrong. Like, he finally was who he wanted to be, but then it was all taken away. At Sunny's, Spinelli is there. I love Spinelli so much. He was the one at the door. Carly is really happy to see him. He talks about Morgan and how it wouldn't be the worst thing if Ava died. Oh, Sunny does. Spinelli has since left. So Carly tells him Ava's condition has been upgraded to stable and she's improving. Carly's worried about Ava gaming the system when she's okay. And Sunny wants to talk about yesterday, and she says she can't do it. And she talks about Jocelyn, and Sunny says getting back together just feels right to him, and Carly says how Jocelyn says Carly keeps repeating mistakes, and, is that the example she wants to set for her daughter? So Sunny says she doesn't want them to keep lashing out at each other. They keep hurting each other, and he asks if the real reason for this is because of what he did to Jax. So she's like, look, that was wrong, but if the roles were reversed, she probably would have done the same thing. And he says they belong together because they're exactly alike, and she says they don't balance each other out when things go wrong. They implode, and she doesn't want to do that again. At some mystery location that Jason and Spinelli are at, Jason and Spinelli are all set up with a computer. He fills him in on the HELENA and the shipping receipt and the guy he thinks might still be in the country. And Spinelli thinks the shipping receipt is a great clue. He'll be able to get a lot of information off of it. And Spinelli is checking into security cameras, and he's getting closer. And that's all I got for now. But there will be a nice little cut here, and you will see the rest. So stay tuned in 3, 2, 1. Boom! Part 2. At J. Sam's place, Sam tells herself to get a grip. She just needs sleep. That's all. That's all that's going on with her. Just needs some sleep. Sam wakes up from a nap thinking someone's in the house. She's like, who's there? And she winds up waking up Scout. At mystery location that Jason and Spinelli are at, Jason and Spinelli get video of the guy. They can't see his face, but they can see the license plate. On Jason's subtle suggestion, Spinelli is going to break into the database to find out who owns the car. I just started and I already can't talk. The rental agency, it's not a dead end yet. He can find the license of the guy who rented the car for the day. Isn't technology magical? At Lante's place, Lulu comes back with Charlotte. She's excited to see Nina because Nina's there. Nina gives Charlotte her custom dress, and she really loves it. Nina leans into her and she tells her it's really cool that she's living with her mom and her new family, and the two of them won't see each other as much, but because they're not going to be living together anymore. Nina is really happy for Charlotte, and personally, I'm really proud of Nina. I know how hard this is for her. We've seen her struggle and everything. We've seen her struggle. We've seen her so desperately want a family, and for her to swallow her pride after all these months of defending Valentine and all that, and doing what's best for Charlotte, really does show that I think in the end, hopefully, she will be a good mom if that pans out for her somehow. And Nina tells her that she loves her no matter what, and Charlotte loves Nina too. So Anna tries to make the point to Lulu that, she should show the video to Charlotte. That's what's best for her. So Lulu tells Charlotte that Anna has something for her from her father. F words. Can't say them. What can I say? And Charlotte wants Nina to listen too, since she didn't get to say goodbye either. Charlotte's too sweet for her own good. At General Hospital, Liz comes back for Jake. A bad HELENA guy is at the hospital and finds them. And now end scene. Carly says maybe they need to let go, her and Sunny. They're not good at being married, and they hug and leave. And I don't know why I am so ridiculously hot. The fan. Ooh, 1 second. I faced our commercial size fan / swamp cooler to me now, so the air, I'm getting air, it feels lovely. Anyway, Charlotte and Nina listen to the video. Amy is crying on the phone to someone, something about needing longer to find the money, that, the other person can't lose hope, she'll find a way. Jason recognizes the picture, and the person, bad HELENA guy, his name is, I can't say this name, Philippos Costa. I pronounced that wrong. I apologize. Liz is going to take Jake to camp, and Phil is following her. So that is it for the 14th General Hospital recap. I'm doing a massive marathon upload, which I said I wouldn't do again, but what do you know, I'm doing it again. But hopefully after Tuesday we won't have to deal with this anymore. More on that after Tuesday. But thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in 2 seconds for more General Hospital. I hope it's not as hot where you are as it is here, because